Okay, here we are with the second part of the wedding vow. Last week we did the wedding vow part one. Tonight we're going to do wedding vow part two. I have also here Mr. Red. He's proposing to Miss White, and they're going to be two happy people. So let's go ahead and get on with this. So you're going to be saying, you're going to state your name, Mr. Red or Miss White, take thee and their name to be my wedded wife or husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. According to God's holy ordinance, and thereto I plight thee my troth, and with this ring I thee wed. Okay, so that was it. So now I'm gonna break down all those words like I did in the first one. I, meaning you yourself, name the person known, take, to select and grab hold. The person standing in front of you. Let's turn around, because they're making this wedding vow to each other. 2, indicate someone reached. We reached each other. B, to remain, to continue, my belonging to me. Okay? Wedded, married, unite, wife, husband, the female, male partner in a marriage. 2, indicated someone reached. Have, to hold in hand, to catch, to own, to be in a specific relationship. And a adjoining word, to indicate someone reached, to hold, to have and continue to have in one's hand or hands. From, this is the starting point, this day. From this, of that which is here, now, just mentioned. Day, point of time, this date. Forward, onward in time. 4, in spite of, better, having good qualities, more satisfactory situations. 4, in spite of, worse, bad in the greater degrees. 4, in spite of, richer, abundant wealth, producing abundantly. 4, in spite of, poorer, little money, fewer possessions, no luxuries. In, contained by, sickness, illness, being sick. And a adjoining word, in, contained by, health, the state of fitness of the body and mind. 2, indicate someone reached. Love, a powerful emotion felt for one another. And an adjoining word, 2, indicate someone reached. Cherish, to treasure, take loving care of. Till, up to the time of death, the end of life, do to perform us, we, part, to leave one the other, according an agreement. 2, indicating someone reached God's or the Creator's holy of God's living a life of spiritual purity, ordinance, authoritative order, a decree, and an adjoining word, thereto, to it, to that, I, you yourself, plight, to pledge, to make a promise of marriage. The person standing in front of you, my, belonging to me, troth, to pledge one's loyalty in betrothal, and an adjoining word, with, in agreement with, this, of that which is near, ring, hold on. Let me go grab my wedding ring here. Ring, a circular band of precious metal as a symbol worn on the finger. I, you yourself, the person standing in front of you, wed, marry, unite. Okay, so now let's break those. I'm going to break those down into 12 sections. Now you need to get clear understanding. Now this is what this marriage thing is all about. Okay, so here we go. First part. I, Mr. Red or Miss White, take thee. Again, you are taking, selecting, and grabbing hold of the person in front of you. This is the person you want to hold on to, you want to grab, hold on to. Okay? 2, to be my wedded wife or husband. To remain, continue in belonging to you, uniting in holy matrimony, this woman or man standing in front of you. Not who's sitting in the audience, not who's on the job, not who you met at the grocery store, but the person that's standing in front of you. 3, to have and to hold. You have reached out to be in a specified relationship with, plus continuing in hand, to be always owning, yours only to keep. This is it right here. This is it. 2 happy people. Okay? 4, from this day forward, when we set the wedding date, that day, from this day, whatever your wedding day may be, from this day, July 24th, 2016, from whatever your date is, from this day forward, on this specified and selected point in time, just mentioned, we pass our invitation, we getting married on such and such a day. I need you to come and share with us. The time just mentioned, date of this time onward, continuously. So from this day onward, okay? Number 5, for better, for worse. I believe a lot of us don't even hear this. We just like, oh, I'm getting married, yeah, I'm getting Listen, for better, for worse. In spite of more satisfactory situations, good pleasures, happy times, tears of joy, overwhelming peace, and in spite of great degrees of discomfort, not seeing eye to eye, disagreements, shaky grounds, whirlwinds, and Euroclydon or tempestuous winds of life's journeys. You're vowing to be with this person. Right now, everything's good. But sometimes when the bad hit, I'm out of here. See you later. I got a jet. You're making a vow to be there for better, for worse. Number 6, for richer, for poorer. In spite of the abundant wealth whereby we are able to take care of all necessary and wanted needs, and when the economy has plummeted downward and taken away our warm, fuzzy feeling inside, that was security and comfort. I'm going to be right there with you. Let that be a Salah moment. Think about it. Think it over. 7, in sickness and in health. When illness has set in no need, and when illness has set in and one need tender, loving care for and is unable to do the things done in times past, when times of jumping and playing and having great stamina and strength and in well-being. It's easy to stay there when we feel good. Everything is good. Everything's great. I can see, I can walk, I can do all these great things with you. But what about when things happen and we can't do all those great things together? We vowing to stay right there. This is what we're vowing. Number 8, to love and to cherish. Keep reaching in powerful emotions for and plus treasuring and taking care of the person in front of you. Number 9, till death do us part. Up to the time when life has ended, no more heartbeat, no blood running warm in the veins, no movement, cold and stiff. Then will we leave each other. Not because she done burnt the pancakes. Not because he came home late. Not because whatever situation has arisen, you vow to stay there in spite of great or worse. Happy times, bad times. In life, you don't know what's going to happen in life, but you vow to stay there. Number 10, according to God's holy ordinance, as agreed as to the Creator of spiritual purity has decreed. God wants husbands and wives to stay together in spite of what they go through. 11, and thereto I plight thee my troth, plus To that you pledge and promise to this marriage your loyalty and betrothal. 12. And with this ring I be wed. Plus, in agreement with this token of an unbroken circle as a symbol of always and forever, you take the person in front of you and become complete with them. So the whole wedding vow, in a nutshell, that's it. You need to take these words, listen to this, meditate it, ponder upon it. When you meet someone, are they really willing to do this with me? Or do they just want to be with me because of the money I have, because of the house I'm living in, because I'm prosperous, I'm doing well for myself? Are they really going to help me? Are we going to be a help to each other? Are we really going to stay there when times get bad? Because it's easy to make these vows, and people make these vows all the time. They make these vows all the time. And it's easy to make these vows and everything is well. But what about when things get bad? What happens when temptations come? What are you going to do? Some people are already, like I said in part 1, what my first fiance did. He was sleeping around, messing around with another woman while we were engaged, getting ready to be married. But you're vowing to take the person in front of you and live happily ever after with for the rest of your life, in spite of everything that you can ever come up with, that could ever happen in life. Some people have already married 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And sometimes have remarried the person that they were first married to, which is an abomination according to the word. But I'm doing this so that people can get understanding. Before you get married, before you walk down that aisle, get some understanding. And all you're getting, get understanding. This is too long of a journey to be standing there, be in a relationship with somebody, and you are miserable. Listen to these messages. Listen to these tapes. Listen to these sessions. Listen to it over and really talk about it. Really talk to the person. Get to really know the person you're about to make this vow to. You know, like I said, we are all flawed. You know, people just make a decision, in spite of you doing that, I'm going to stay with you. But like I tell anybody, you want the best flawed person that you can get. You want to make sure that their flaws is something that you can work with that. But some people's flaws you don't want to work with, so then you be miserable. But like I said, that's the whole wedding vow. That's the whole wedding. Your wedding is not your marriage. Your wedding just celebrate what your marriage. But once you enter that marriage, you want to make sure that this is the right person that I have. This is the person I want to be with. Of all the handsome men, of all the bodacious babes in the world, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to get to know this person. Because everybody's putting their best foot forward, but you don't know a person till you live with them. You don't know a person till you live with them. Because everybody want to know. A lot of people trying to get married. I'm not gonna say everybody, because everybody don't want to be married. You know, and later sessions we're gonna talk about those things that people have done, you know, that really have messed up their marriages. And we're gonna talk about the I believe it's 10 marriage killers. So, you know, you can get all this teaching before you make that decision. Before. before you make that decision. Like I just remember about someone that was wanting to get married. They met a person that they want to marry, but their pastor told them, "Don't marry him. Don't marry him. Better leave him alone. Put him on the back. Get rid of him. Don't marry him." But because everybody else is getting married, all my friends getting married, they decided, in spite of what was being told to them, they're going to get married anyway. I don't believe that marriage lasted 2 years. Just heard about a man, his daughter met this man and she wanted to marry him. And I'm so in love. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. So they planned the wedding. They got married. A year later, she would call her dad. Said, "Dad, I'm ready to come back home now. This ain't the man for me." But you said a year ago, till death. He didn't die yet. He didn't die yet. Still alive. Still alive, hopping and jumping and running, kicking and carrying on. But you didn't get no full understanding. So I'm hoping that all this is going to help somebody. If you like to subscribe, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and every time I make a new video, you'll get it. And we're gonna dig into this, because I really want people to get understanding before they do this. I've counseled a lot of people, and I've heard so much down through the years, seen a whole lot, and it's like all that excitement. I tell you what, grab you some Hershey's chocolate. And calm down before you do this. Get understanding. Get understanding. Till next time.